Talking Sportswire, Kerry Apel, Brad Loff, Matt Flanagan, Justin Bradley. That's the hard part, getting that all through. We're all about sports, covering any kind of local youth sports. When we say local, it could be here, it could be Philadelphia, it could be Allentown, but you're all about sports. Kerry, tell us a little bit about your background. I've seen your work, do a lot of great stuff. I saw, of course, with the basketball here in northeastern Pennsylvania. There's other stuff that you're doing, but talk a little bit about your sports background.
Yeah, I've always had an interest in photography and videography. I've done it for years for my brothers, and now I'm doing it for my own kids, my nephews, my nieces, and their friends. So I started Vision Media a few years ago, and talking with Brad a few months ago, we kind of came up with, we wanted to do a sports media company, and that's kind of how Sportswire was born.
Brad, let's talk a little bit about your background with sports here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
So mine's a little bit like Kerry's. I got into it because of my kids. So I have a 14-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter. So they were in sports, soccer. So one day I just decided to pick up a camera and head to the other side of the sidelines away from the parents. And that's where the love grew. So it went from a $400 box camera up to, a small car. So yeah, the addiction grew. So I find myself sitting on the laptop daily, editing photos, watching TV. That consumes my day, consumes my time. So we love giving the kids the platform to show and shine themselves, their team, their coaches, the administration. So like we touched on with Kerry, it's not just football, it's not just baseball.
Matt Flanagan with the Sportswire. Matt, let's talk about your role in getting involved here with Sportswire.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of the oddball in this group and like the talent pool here. Kerry with the photography, videography, and these guys, Brad and Justin, with the photography. But I've done a lot of training over the last couple of years. The last 18 years I've been involved in the youth, in high school, and in college. Sports performance training. So, I've worked with a ton of kids. I mean, that's where my passion lies, training athletes. For me, I go to a ton of games. I'm not as talented with a camera as these guys, but I still love it. And I think it really brings a unique connection between us, because we do have that shared passion, but we kind of bring a different thing to the table.
And a long time ago, you were a student athlete, but you've been training student athletes and you root for them all the time, and just seeing the victories that you're getting, whether it's a volleyball player, a tennis player, a football kid, or a track and field kid. You see all different types of athletes. Talk about just being able to reach out and give everybody the recognition that they're due.
Yeah, my favorite part of what I do is going out to see games and going out to see the success stories of athletes that I've worked with. And all the training and all the stuff behind the scenes is one thing, and going out and seeing them actually perform has been amazing. I mean, we had, this year we had 3 1,000-point scorers. We had Mikey Cumbo, we had Ella Wilson, and Kenzie Perluke, all within a weekend, and I was on cloud 9. I mean, that was unbelievable. I got to see 2 of them. I thought Kenzie Perluke was going to be on a Wednesday, but she ended up scoring like 33-some points. But I couldn't even sleep. I was so excited, and I don't know. That's just been over the years. It's been such a part of me that I've just loved. Whether it's Aaron Crossley or Dom DeLuca, these guys scoring touchdowns and going to college, receiving scholarships. Like I don't know. It lights me up. It keeps me loving what I do. So being involved with the Sportswire platform has been incredible. And I think it's cool that we're able to give a lot of recognition to these guys, and it's exciting for them, but it's really exciting for us too.
Justin Bradley, let's talk a little bit about your background here and then Sportswire and your excitement for this.
Yeah, obviously glad to be a part of this group, and similar backgrounds to Brad and Kerry. I have a photography background. Mine a little bit different. I was more of an extreme sports kid growing up, so I was more into skateboarding, BMX, freestyle biking, and motocross. So those are the things that I gravitate towards, a little more hardcore and aggressive type sports. And that kind of shines and shows a little bit in my photography, Justin focused photography. I was in college, gravitated to a little bit of just a way to kind of as an outlet to show my creativity, doing some different photography classes, getting married, all of that fun stuff kind of came around, kids came around, and then similar to Brad. Coaching youth sports really got me back into pulling out the camera again. At one point I used a GoPro for the longest time. That takes me back to a lot of the times where, videoing, skateboarding, BMXing, all of that stuff was kind of just secondhand. That's something you always had. So photographing with a GoPro was something that I always used. And as the kids got older, the fields got bigger, and using a GoPro obviously didn't work. So getting a real big boy camera and a small loan was something that we ended up doing. And here's come Sportzwire, and passion with coaching the youth sports and doing that for the past 7 years with my kids. It's obviously something I've seen. A lot of the seniors that you see today are the ones that were my kids' age today, or at that time. So it's really cool to see that growth and that just that excitement in the kids, and that's why giving them that pedestal to stand now with Sportzwire is what I'm really excited about.
All right, Carrie, let's talk a little bit about Sportswire getting help, and you're looking for college interns.
Yeah, that's one of the most exciting things that we have to offer for Sportswire. Not only for college students, but we're also looking for high school students that want to intern, with us. If you have an interest in sports, journalism, marketing, digital graphics, what else? Anything like that, we want you on board to go to your high school, any games that you want to do a little interview with the coaches, players, you want to do a little article write-up on the game. And for college students, we've been in contact with some local colleges, and we're going to be able to offer 3 college course credits for if you intern with us during a semester.
People are searching, okay, how do I find Sportswire? What are some of the best ways to check out Sportswire?
Yeah, if you go to Sportzwire on Instagram, at Sportzwire, with a Z, SPORTZWIRE. Website's going to be up in hopefully about a week. So that's sportswire.com. We're on Facebook and we're on Twitter under the same names. One thing Carrie didn't touch on, which we're going to bring into the platform, is like a podcast. So we're going to start utilizing some kids, some local high school, college talent that's going to be able to come into some of these games and do a little live videos for the kids, whether youth, high school, college. But yeah, that's how you find our platform.
All right, awesome. So social media will be all the places. We'll have some of those things here on the web that you'll be able to see about the Sportswire guys. Thank you very much.